Hi everybody, I'm just getting this cord out the way here. Woo! How's everybody doing out there today? It is cold outside, and being from the north, I'm used to it, but geez. Here we go. How you guys doing, everybody? I'm your host for the most, Ultrastand Pheonix. And thank you for joining me on my show, The Reality of Things, where the reality is hidden in the realm of the unseen. Press that like button, that subscribe button, and leave a comment if you wish you dare. Listen to some nice instrumentals, and today we're going to be talking about the Freedom Trucker Convoy 2022. And it's funny because they started their convoy now, and I haven't put it on the broadcast, but I think I was talking to my woman when this pandemic first started. I said, you know what? If the truckers ever got involved with this would be over in a day. 2 years later, it hasn't been over in a day, but you see the power of what those big rigs can do. Trucks are the ocean. They're like the whale in the ocean on the highway. Okay? You don't want to mess with a trucker when they want to get pissed off on the highway. Just let them pass. Well, in saying that, I'm happy that they're doing this. Everybody's trying to do their own part in trying to stop this tyranny, this world tyranny, this globalism, this global reset, this build back better, right? We're all doing our part. I'm doing broadcasts on my show. The truckers are out there doing their thing. People are marching for their rights all over the world. Subsequently, the Europeans are getting rid of their mandates. The Swedes, the Finns, the Danish, and what's her name? The British, right? Excuse me, sorry. So people are getting rid of these countries are getting rid of their mandates, while our prime minister, I'm not going to say he's our prime minister, I'm sorry, I didn't vote for this person. 72% of the Canadians never voted for this person. He is what you call the epitome of fringe minority. Excuse me. He is the fringe. And I'm happy you brought up that name, fringe. Because you see what happens when when people get together. Now look, when you try to do anything in this world by yourself, you don't get nowhere. Check it out. When you do things in a collective, you get way further. If you're having problems at your workplace and you want to get your boss out of there, don't do it individually. Look for the people who are dissidents in your workplace and join together with them and team up. Do it as a collective. I'm just saying, because some people have horrific bosses, and I'm trying to say to you, well, it's a joke or not a joke, depending on your situation. But seriously, if you want to do anything, do it as a collective. You want to get a house, it's a tough time right now, do it together as a collective with people. You want to take care of the children and make sure that they're growing properly, do it as a collective. Do not do it individually. You want to do these mandates, you want to get rid of wearing the mask, you want to get rid of what's it called? These QR codes and these mandates about traveling, do it as a collective. Remember the people that were in this fight were getting ostracized and by the mainstream media, like guys like Skye. You know, they took him off. He was one of the first guys that they took off of Instagram and Twitter. But this was all by design. So guys like that, don't comply. Don't bend the knee. Now look what you see what's going on. The government's bending the knee. The premier of Saskatchewan said he's going to get rid of the mandates. You see, tyranny only knows how to go one way. And that is, you have to keep on having more tyranny. What? You think Justin Trudeau's going to wake up and be like, okay, I call these truckers racist and evil and far-right wing. And then he's going to wake up tomorrow in Parliament and say, okay, but they're probably talking the truth. And the science has changed and children don't get sick as much. And it's really the older people and the people who are overweight, because they don't really want to tell you that. It's the people who are not goddamn exercising out there. It's the truth. You see, people who are listening to this broadcast are not going to like to hear that. It's the people who are not exercising who have those comorbidities. You don't want to eat properly. You don't want to have proper exercise in your life. The other day, a report came out saying if you exercise 10 to 15 minutes a day, it could put 30 years onto your life. Now, I don't take into too much of these people's reports because you know how these people stay. But people who really take on studying the human body and they put out this report. Let's just say, for instance, it is true. I think it's true. I hate the word believe because I like to know things. But I feel it to know it to be true. Why? Because I exercise. There's a lot of people in my generation who don't, and they're all fucked up. Seriously. Overweight, bellies hanging over there, they can't see their penis. That's for you fellas out there. You know who you are. Whoever the hell you are. In my city, in Chicago, in Baltimore, it doesn't really matter where you are. Baghdad. Men are not supposed to be flabby, especially during these days. Anyways, but back to the convoy. Now they're surrounding Ottawa, and they're saying they're not leaving until at least the mandates are reached. Well, to tell you the truth, they've already won a moral victory with Canadians, with people around the world. Now there's convoys all over the place. Australia, the Americans are just starting one, right? This is what happens when you have a collective. But I'm upset with the truckers to a certain extent, because I'll tell you why. It took them this long to do it. And I'll tell you why it took them this long to do it. Because it didn't affect them. And that's what every last one of you people that live in Ontario. The same thing that happened in Melbourne and New South Wales and in Victoria. It's the same thing that happened here in Ontario, Toronto, Ontario. You see, unless it affected your ass, you didn't want to get into the fray. You didn't want to get into the fight. But when it started to affect your industry, you want to go march, fight for your rights. This is not right. My body, my choice, and blah, blah, blah. Right? No. That's being a coward. From the very... Look for my thinkers out there. My thinkers out there who are people who follow my broadcast. Go way back when. 2 years. I don't think my broadcast has been going 2 years, but you will see from the very beginning, I've been telling you about this whole pandemic. No, I do not wear a mask. People say, oh, how do you get away with it? I've been getting away for a long time. Everywhere I go, honestly and truly, I only go places where people know me anyway, or they have their own stores or whatever, right? Just so I don't have to get into a tussle with anybody. And if I do have to get in or go into a store where the humans are and somebody does ask me at this time, I don't wear it. I'm sorry. I came to do what I gotta do. I had to go put my new car in there because my Cadillac's gone, you know? I didn't talk to you guys about that, but it was gone. And so I got a new nice Passat, nice German Volkswagen. So I had to go take it in right there because they called me they want to put some new parts in there. I said, oh, hey, no problem. I walked in there, and all the white people were like, oh, do you have a mask, sir? I'm like, oh, no. I can show you my, I have a government issue saying I don't have to wear one, right? So he's like, okay, no problem. He just asked me for my information, my keys, and boom. I kept it pushing. You see, just because I'm an anti-mask wearer, sorry, excuse me. Just because I'm anti-mask, anti-vax, anti-mandate, doesn't mean I gotta go push it in everybody's face every 2 seconds. When I have to do what I gotta do and live my life, I go out there and live my life as a man and do what I gotta do. I'm not saying, hey, I'm an anti-mask here, look at me, I'm an anti-vaccine person, look at me, I'm wearing a mask so I can be cool. Like, no, I do that because I just know what's going on. And I ain't gonna yell and argue with people in no goddamn street at 47 years old. See, when I was younger, I would have probably put their ass on blast. But now I say 2 sweet words because I got a sweet tongue and I keep it pushing. I don't got time for you. I definitely don't got time for you. Right? So these truckers are standing up Justin Trudeau, who's subsequently hiding right now. Coward. Hiding. Justin be hiding. Can't face the truckers. Only talking about the desecration of Terry Fox. Desecration. When you desecrate something, you graffiti it. You probably chop off his head. You know, the same way the Black Lives Matter went crazy when they're going through their riot the summer of 2020 and 2021. You know, when they were going crazy with Antifa, right? Nobody said nothing on the left. Now they call these people desecrating the Terry Fox statue because of why? They put a Canadian flag draped around him to keep him warm. May I dare say? Oh, and they put a sign on him saying, "No more mandates" or something like that. Oh, that's the desecration. The dancing on the unknown soldier. Oh yeah, didn't they show you all the party going on in Ottawa? I don't think the people were actually taking on the desecration of the soldier right there when everybody's having a party around there and everybody's drunk. But let's just say, it was wrong. Okay, it was wrong. You're gonna go screw up the whole convoy and talk about it, the MSM, all the time. City TV, CBC, all these lefties talking about, oh, look what they did. But they're ignoring the fact that all the positives that's going on. You have a blockade at Coos, CUTT, some place up in BC right there at the border, aligns with the American border, where the police convoy came there and the truckers, the farmers who actually got together with the truckers and said, hell no. And they went through the damn police convoy. Some police are even giving the convoy and these guys food. Some of them are trying to deny them it, but you know how it is. Sometimes you have to give a little bit to take a little bit, right? You know how it is, right? No. We have to stand up. I'm born and raised in Toronto. This is my country too, right? All of you people, all of y'all have to stand up. This is not even a game no more. Or what you're gonna have is the ultimate outcome of this new world order, this build back better, this you'll be happy but own nothing society is the result. China. That's your end result. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you for listening to my broadcast today about the truckers, the convoy, and us as being patriots doing our thing and fighting back, right? And we have to look out for them, we have to pray for them, we have to watch out for them, because they are us and we are them. In saying that, thank you for listening to my broadcast, The Reality of Things. Love y'all, and thank you, and keep on listening. Ultrastand Pheonix out.